This is my houseplant care and watering log app. It lets users track their indoor plants, things like name, location, and health status. And I built it using React and Vite for the front end and Supabase for the login system and database. After this was all done, it was then deployed live on Vercel. So I'll start by signing up with an email and password. This was already done, but in the case of a sign up, in the case of a new user having to sign up, there's an option here saying don't have an account, and it prompts you to press sign up, and you can put your email address and your password for the account you want to create and sign up, and there will be a verification sent to your email to confirm that this is actually a valid email address. But in the case of me already have creating an account, we're just gonna sign in with what we have already done. So this is the email password which we logged in now. So as you can see, the account is created and Supabase handles this in the background. It creates the account and stores the password, so I never have to deal with it myself. This is the Supabase at the moment. On this account, we have a unique ID for the plants that have been added to the table. So there's two plants called the Benny flower and the Zuzu tree. As you can see, the ID for the Benny flower and the Zuzu tree are the same due to it being under the same account. I have other accounts that I created just to test and see if the database was separating the data correctly. So once I'm logged in, Supabase gives the app a session, which tells it who I am. And that's what decides whether I see the login page on my actual plant list. So here's an example. I'm just going to run through an example of adding another plant. We're going to name it Super, and species is going to be oak tree, room location, let's say garden, or let's say the stairs. And this plant would need watering. So you add a plant and it adds. By the way, if I, for example, left any fields not filled, it would prompt us to fill in the field before we can add the plant. So all fields have to be filled before it can be added to the table. When I click add plant, it saves it straight to the database along with my user ID, so it's linked to my account specifically. And here, if I refresh, it does it automatically. There's the super tree, the species being the oak tree, and the room location, and this is already stored in the database. So all my plants show up here in the table, the name, species, location, the status, and the data added them. And this is pulled straight from the database every time the page loads. So to update a plant status, you can use the drop-down menu to say if it needs watering, if it's healthy, or if it's dormant. So that updates the database instantly and the table reflects the change. We have a search bar filter, which it filters as I type, checking all of the fields. So super, if I put S, super shows up. It's the only tree that it's the only name of the plant that begins with S. If I put B, Benny flowers shows up. And if I put Z, if I put H, it looks for healthy. It looks for the status healthy. And it just matches with the keys accordingly and the letters that is being filtered. So we can delete plants, and that's the only action we have with um, the only action we have here, and it removes it from the database completely. So, for example, if we wanted to delete the super plant which we just created, we can do that, and the database will be updated, and it wouldn't be there anymore. So that is a demonstration of the My Plants House Plant Care app. Just to one important thing is that I set up. One important thing that I set up is the role level security in Supabase, which basically, even though everybody's plants are stored in the same table, this makes sure each user can only ever see their own plants, so it doesn't muddle up the data, and which could lead to confusion with users seeing other people's plants, and therefore that could affect their watering their plant care process if they need to water it, if they don't need to water it, so it avoids that confusion. So that's the app login, adding plants, updating them, searching and deleting, all backed by a secure database. Thanks for watching.